Hey guys, Sonyx here. I hope you're having a great day. Today we're going to be doing a Horizon guide for Apex Legends. So Horizon is a skirmisher legend, meaning she can scan weapons from care packages and reveal the weapon inside, and she also gains Evo Shield points for her and her team when doing so. So Horizon's passive is called Spacewalk. She has two passive abilities. The passive number one is air strafing. This essentially means that Horizon has greater ability to turn while in the air. You see that? See how she can turn really easily? It's almost like tap strafing, but if it was on controller. She has the ability to turn much faster. Let me show you another legend. So this is Wraith. See how her turning ability isn't that sharp? I mean, it's okay like any other legend, but with Horizon, it's much more smooth, and it almost feels like you are tap strafing. You see that? You see how much tighter these turns are? So Horizon's air strafing ability is really powerful. Now, her air strafing isn't just limited to when she's on the ground. She can actually turn while on the jump pad. You see how tight of a turn that is? Oh my gosh, like it's actually really cool. So jump pads are really great for Horizon. So one really cool use is that if you use a jump pad and you're about to hit a building, you could like kind of turn away, or you're about to hit an object. You see how it just kind of like did like this cool S zigzag thing? It helps avoid objects when you're kind of turning in that direction. And it helps when people are chasing you because you can get away a little bit smoother. Now another thing is if you pair a super glide with her passive that she can air strafe, oh my gosh, it makes Horizon basically like an insane movement legend. Okay, because let me show you, for example, Wraith.
Now for the right choice.
And then I'm